Hi guys, welcome to our bodies class. So these are the measurements you'll be needing. These are the basic measurements. You'll be needing the length, the back or shoulder, armhole, bust, waist, hip, collar to bust or shoulder to bust or breast point, depending on whatever you call it. You'll be using your collar to bust, that is collar to under bust, circumference or round under bust, nipple to nipple, center front or across front, center back or across back, then you have it. So let's move to our pattern. So the first thing you'll be doing is you have to come down by one. And before that, these are the basic rulers you'll be needing, the basic pattern rulers you'll be needing for the class. So let's move on. Why we are coming down by one is because this is where we'll be starting our measurements. It's just to save your patterns, because after drafting it, imagine starting from here and then probably it tears like this one now, it has stopped. So imagine it tears, it will destroy your pattern. So once you come down by one, even if anything is going to be wrong with the edges, your pattern are still safe. So then you come down by 1.5. This is for the back or the shoulder. You rule it out. So the first thing we'll be doing is that this pattern now will be drafting out our back pattern from here, then our front pattern from there. So the first thing we are going to do, because like I said, we came down by one. Why? To keep the distance. So we need some measurement here to push our distance inside. Because imagine starting from here and it tears or whatever. So what you are going to do is you use your hip measurement. This person hip measurement is 37. 37 divided by 2. That's 18. 37, yes, that's 18.5, I think. So 18.5. Let's say 20. Let's use 20. That's like 40. Let's use 20. So if you use this now, you see that it's much more bigger than the 20 for the hip. So instead, you can just come down by one. But let's imagine that your hip is 40. Imagine that your hip is 44. So that's 21. That's 22. That's 22 now. You had extra 1 inch. That's 23. So the remaining thing that will be left here is 1.5. Then you divide the 1.5 by 2. That's 3/4. So it is 3/4 you'll be marking out from here. You have to divide your hip into 2, then plus 1 to your hip measurement. Then whatever that is left is what you will use here. But because this one we still have a lot of space, that is why I'll be using 1 1 1 1. But in case there is no, even if whatever that is left is 1 inch, you have to divide it into 2. That means you'll be taking out half from here. I hope you understand. So let's start. One. The two edges. So having done that, like I said, our back here, our front there. So we come to the shoulder. This shoulder is 14. Then you come here, 3. You come up by 1. You know, I said earlier, I said this is our shoulder measure line. So you come here. You can label it too. You can do SL. So you come up by 1. Then the neck. You put your measurement here. Don't forget it's 3 we measure. So it is that 3 you will put here. So the shoulder is 14, which is 7. So the 7 is here. It stops on the line. You will see our armhole is 17.5. So divide the 17.5 by 2. I'm sure you know how to take your measurement. We did one measurement class the other time. So it is better you go. So you will know how to take your measurements accurately. So which is actually this one now, it is not fitted. The normal fitted measurement is 14, which is 7. Please go back to our measurement class to check the accurate. So I'll be using 7 because that's the fitted measurement. You have to rule it to the back. Then you bring this down. You divide this armhole, you divide it into 2, which will give us 3.5. You can say 3.4 if you check our table reading class too. So our center back or across back is 12, which is divided by 2, which is 6. So yeah, you're putting it here. Our bust is 32. 32 divided by 4. You know the measurement is always divided by 4. So divided by 4, which is 8. You bring it here. You join it. Which is why you need this. You need these rulers, this curve, deep pattern rulers. You can see. So the next thing you'll be doing is the half length. Don't forget this is the back. We are working on the back. You will notice very well. Before I remove this, before I come down for the armhole measurement, I took it from here for the armhole. But now I want to measure the half length. I'm taking it from here. Whatever measurement you are starting, apart from the armhole, you are starting from this line. This line. So you come down. This is 16. You take it to the front. The next thing you'll be doing is you will go in by 1. So why we are going in by 1 is because of the zip, the bulging. You know, by the time you put your zip, it's always coming out. So you have to go in by 1. We have to remove it. Then before you take your waist measurement, the waist here is 23. 23 divided by 4. That is I think 5 3/4. Yes, 5 3/4. Not up to 6. So yeah, if you want to put your if you want to use that, you add 1 for the dart. Whatever you want to do, you add it to it. But this, I'm not using that. You can put that if you want, but I'm not using that. Then you connect this line to this line here. So then you'll be coming down for the hip. As you can see, this measurement is for size 6. So we'll be coming down by 9 for the hip. Come down by 9. You come down by 9 from the waist to the hip. From the waist to the hip. So from this hip measurement, from this hip line, you come up by 3. Please label your this no. This is bust line. This is waistline. This is hip line. Please label it. I'm not labeling it because I'm already used to it. But please label it. So don't forget we came up by 3. So from that 3, you join this line we did here. Then the hip 37. 37 divided by 2. That is 8. Divided by 4 rather. That's 9 1/4. That is 9.2. In case you don't know what because here I think we did 3/4. Yeah, 3/4 is 0.6. So please don't forget. If you don't know tape reading, if you don't know measurement, please go back to our former class we did. It's on YouTube. You will see it there. So right now we are done with our back pattern. We have to move to the front. This is the back pattern for bodies. Let's move to the front. So the first thing you do is the shoulder. But yeah, the front. Now this one now, don't forget from here we took it up with 1 inch, but this one we're using the whole 1.5. So 3 here. You come down by 3 too. This is size 6. If the person is more than size 6, you can use 3.5, please. It is always good to create a box first. Why? Is because so that this can sit very well inside. You'll be able to know how to rule it out without you going inside or the neck looking, to prevent the neck looking kind of. So you put your 3 inches here. The neck is 14. So see where the 14 is. It's on the line. But one thing about the front is that you have to add, depending on how big the person is, shoulder dart, SD, shoulder dart. This person is like 6. I'll be using 2.5. You can use 2, but you cannot use more than 2.5. If the person is size 10, you can use 3. You can use, I think the this one is 3.5. I think that's the maximum. So you'll be coming down by 2.5, which is 9.5. You rule it out. If you minus 3 in 7, the rest is 4. Divide the 4 into 2. That's 2. That's 2 inches. Put it 2 here. Come down here. Put it 2 here. Then check what's left. You can say that it's 2.5. If yours is not up to 2.5, that means something is wrong with your measurement. Or if it's more than 2.5, you have to redo it. It must, whatever that will be inside here must be 2.5. So shoulder to nipple or collar to nipple. This person one is 9. Come down.
So you measure the 9 down. You measure the 9. Your breast point or your shoulder to collar can stop on the bust line, and it can even stop like 1 inches down or 1.5 inches down. So far your measurement is accurate, please just follow it. It's not compulsory it is half inch down. It can be on the line or it can be 1 inch down. Just follow according to the distance. Then you measure nipple to nipple. This person known is 7, which is 3.5. You connect the 3.5 with the 2.5 at the shoulder. Don't forget we added 2.5. So you connect it together. That is the shoulder that you can label it. The shoulder that. Then you measure the bust. The bust is 32, which is 8. But you are going to add 1 inch to make it 9. Why? Is because we took out, as you can see the back, some measurement is gone, and the dart too, some measurement will be gone. We measured the bust before we remove the back shape, so the measurement will be out. That's why you needed to add 1 inch for the front to make it accurate. So we want to get our center front. The back, we divided it into two. So for the front, we are going to come up by 2 inches from the bust line. From the bust line, you're going to come up by 2. So that is where you're going to take your center front measurement. You roll it out. Just do as I'm doing and follow your correct measurement.
So our center front or across front is 12. So you measure it like this. Then you measure it like this. Whatever this is giving you, you have to use the exact thing. Don't add it, don't sum it up. You bring it like this. So it is 12, which is 6. You bring it like this. If your curve can give you the exact one, you use it directly. And if it's going to give you, because some people curves, this won't give you the exact one. So you have to do this first before you now do this. But if your curve is giving you, if it's connecting the 3 points together, then you can use it once. So the next thing we are going to do is our waist. This is 3.5, the breast point. You bring it down, 3.5. You connect the point. So then we go to the waist. The waist is 23 divided by 4. That's 5.6 or 5.75, which is here. Then you had 1 inch for that. The dart, this is here. So the dart, you are going to bring it here, half. You connect it to the breast point. From the hip, you come up by 3 inches. You come up by 3 inches. Then you connect it with the waist dart like this. The hip, is 37, which is 9.1. You are going to add 1 inch to it. That's 10.1. You add 1 inch to the hip. Don't forget. When we divided our hip for this pattern, I said you should add 1 inch. This is for it. So for the waist, we added 1 inch for the dart, and you're going to add extra 1 inch. The use of this 1 inch, you will know it in our next class. So this, don't just plant it from here like this. you come down straight to the under bust. Wherever the under bust is, you come down straight from here to the under bust. To the breast point, rather, to the breast point. And from the breast point, you connect this. Why we added extra 1 inch to this place and 1 inch to the hip, we are going to know it in our next class. So you connect, you do as I'm doing, follow suit. So this is the end of our class. This is the end of our, this is bodice. This is what we call bodice pattern. These are the basic bodies. So you can use this for your top. You can use this for your half length, for your top, for your corset top, for any top that you want to do. Thank you. See you in my next class. Bye.